Okay, so hello everybody. My name is Jason. I'm a channeler and a Course in Miracles student, and I just wanted to come on for a quick video today, and just first to tell you what I do. What I've been doing, I have a site called Experiences in Channeling, and you can find the link below. And if you go there, you can register for a session with me, and I do guide sessions and I do sound healing sessions. I'm located in Japan, so if you're not located in Japan, it would have to probably be online. And so for the guide sessions, what I do is you would provide me with questions that you would like to ask your guides, and then I channel your guides and give you the answers that they would like you to hear. And I can do it in two ways. We can just do it online, or you can just give me you can email me the questions and I could answer them vocally, or I could just write them down for you, however you'd like. So that's that. I've also written two books, very short books. One is about singing. It's the Hathor Guide to Singing. It has three different people, three different beings, I might say. So it's a mermaid and a being from Alpha Centauri and the Hathors, and they have different meditation techniques for singing meditations. And then the other thing is I have a book, it's called The Dragon Book, and it's where I've been channeling Tiamat, and she is a dragon, and she has been telling me about dragons. So that is that. And then today I just want to come on, I have some questions that I'd like to ask my guides, and I'll just ask them here. So first of all, I'm on Course in Miracles number 78, and this relates to the question that I want to ask. So lesson 96 says, salvation comes from my one self. Okay, so let's see, and the opening of it says that although you are one self, you experience yourself as two, both good and evil, loving and hating, mind and body. This sense of being split into opposites includes feelings of acute and constant conflict, and leads to frantic attempts to reconcile the contradictory aspects of this self-perception. You have sought many such solutions, and none of them has worked. The opposites you see in you will never be compatible, but one exists. The fact that truth and illusion cannot be reconciled, no matter how you try, what means you use, and where you see the problem, must be accepted if you would be saved. Okay, so salvation comes from my one self. It doesn't come from my illusions. And in this lesson, so salvation comes from my one self. Its thoughts are mine to use. So in this lesson, you kind of sit back into your meditation and start letting the thoughts from your one self come to you. Okay, so your one self is a self with an uppercase S. And so that means that this is yourself. This is your Christ self, or your Buddha self. This is you connected to every other being on this planet, every other being on this planet. And so, because we are just one self, we are all connected. We're just one. We are a collective, although we see that ourselves as separate. We're actually all connected as one self. And this is what a lot of the Course in Miracles is related to, is realizing that we're just one self. We're not. And this solves a lot of problems in life, a lot of the struggling and a lot of the problems that people have. Once they realize that they're all connected, all those problems kind of dissolve away. And think, what I thought was important before might not be important. What is important for me is me, which is everyone else on the planet. So also salvation comes from my one self. And so you listen for those thoughts that come from your one self. And those thoughts are usually coming from your connection with God and your connection with the Holy Spirit. But in addition to that, I kind of had the idea today that, so here's my question. So last night in my dream, I was speaking in Mandarin Chinese. And I'm pretty sure it was Mandarin. I was speaking Mandarin Chinese, and I woke up speaking a little bit of it. I woke up and I was like, wow, I can speak Chinese, and I'm speaking, I've never studied Chinese. I don't know anything about Chinese. I do speak Japanese, and I have tried to channel in Japanese, but I don't feel that my Japanese ability is enough to really get into the subtleties of a channeling. That's what I feel. That's my personal feeling. I've been told by my guides otherwise, but yeah, so that's that. But anyway, so my question was, okay, so I've learned, with channeling, they use what you have in your system. You are the operating system that the higher being will use. So they're using your words, your vocabulary, your everything. And your preconceptions too, so which is so important for you to let go of your preconceptions if you're channeling. It's why it's so important to forgive and to let go of everything. Otherwise, you're blocked and you're judging, and that judgment will come through in your channelings. So this is a very important part about channeling. This is also why I would recommend the Course in Miracles, because that is what really brought me to channeling in the end. A Course in Miracles is a very, at first for me, was a very complicated book to read through, but after 4 or 5 years, it's becoming more and more clear to me. And in addition to that, I was gifted with the ability to start channeling. So I would recommend it. It really clarifies your mind and allows you to be an open channel. So my path was that. My path was studying Reiki and studying the Course in Miracles, and then taking one course in channeling, a very short course. And yeah, so I would recommend that. So that anyway, so they're using you. You are the operating system for the being that's coming through. And so they can only use what you have inside of you, right? So if you don't know Chinese, you're not going to be able to speak Chinese, right? But in this Course in Miracles 96, the salvation comes from my one self. So my one self is connected to every other self, and pretty much every other parallel self that I am. So there is probably a parallel me in China at this moment, or somewhere around the world speaking Mandarin Chinese. And so I imagine that I would be able to download that information somehow. And that's my question. And so that's my one question. And then my other question, so 2 questions from my guides today. And the other question is, recently in my meditations, it's there's so much energy going on. I just get into my meditations and I can just feel it. I mean, I just, like, my head is vibrating and whole body is just vibrating with this energy. It's just really intense, and it feels really good, but it feels it's a lot of energy. It's a lot of stuff is coming, and so I just wanted to ask about that. And yeah, those are the 2 things. Also seems like the news is starting to pick up again. Last night I kind of flipped on the Japanese news, and it was just one thing after another, after another, after another, after another, and it's just, they're really trying to increase the fear, which is a sign that I think things are picking up. Is a good sign, I think. It's a sign that there's that much good energy happening, and they really are afraid, and they really want to kind of clamp down on that energy, is my perception of it. But anyway, so I'm going to go into the channeling. I'll ask those 2 questions. If anyone has any other questions or any comments, please comment below. And yeah, here we go. Greetings, we are Isis, and we come through with a message of love and a message of peace, which are the only messages that are true and that are real. And yes, as is being said, you are all one, you are all one self, and you are all connected. And so as this being said, you are not necessarily your body, you are connected with God, you are spirit, and in spirit you have abilities much beyond you have in your body now. And it is a possibility, yes, to speak other languages. If this being wanted to speak Chinese and download that ability, he could do that. And yes, this is an ability, and this is available to all of you. This is something, because you are all connected, and you all have this information up here in the field, and all you have to do is download it. It is a process, we might say, and it is a process of focusing. And if this being, for example, would focus on this Chinese, focus on channeling in Chinese, it would come to him, and he would be able to focus and channel in Chinese. And this is ability that all of you have, whatever it is that you would like to know, to learn. And this is something that will be changing too in the future. Your concept of learning up until this point has been dealing with books and dealing with videos and dealing with things of this nature, having to study, spending time in order to get things. But in the future, the knowledge will be instantaneous. It will be a knowing, an instant knowing. You will be able to download your information. And this is no. This is not what you are expecting. This is not a technological thing by any means. This is a spiritual technology. This is something that you can do now. You do not need technology to do any of this. This is something that you can do now with the body that you have now, with everything that you have now, and you have no need for technology to do this. And this is something that will start coming more and more online for all of you. This ability to just download, to tap into your brothers and sisters who are all one, and to download their information as they are downloading the information that you are giving, the information that you are gathering is being downloaded by your star brothers and star sisters as well, because you're all connected. You're all connected. You're not separate. You're all one. You're all together, and this information just seems like it's blocked from you because you're seeing through your body's eyes, and you're hearing through your body's ears, and you're thinking through your body's mind. But if you start thinking with your true self, with the capital S, then you will see that you are limitless in your abilities, in your power to change the world and to change yourself, and to do amazing things that you think are impossible. These things are not impossible. The things that you think are possible, a lot of the times are, from our point of view, impossible, because a lot of the things that you think are possible are just illusions. You're just living in an illusion, walking in a cloud that doesn't exist, talking to things that don't exist. And so we think that is impossible. That is the true impossibility. The true possibilities that you have are so grand, so amazing. You have the amazing ability to create and to change this world just by your thoughts. And you could download anything you want just with your thoughts, just with your abilities, because you are amazing children of God. You are, and you are connected with God. You are made in His image. You have His abilities to create, and you are here to create. All right, so that's my first, the answer to that first question. So the second question, what was my second question? About the energy that's picking up. So yeah, I'll ask about, okay, so can you tell us more about this energy that's picking up in the world, or that I'm feeling in my meditations, and that I imagine other people are feeling out there in the world? Let's see. Greetings, we are the Hathors, and we are here, we are always here, we are around this being, we are around you, we are sending you love through this video, we are sending you blessings through this video, and there's a blessing that we would like to give you through this video, and yes, and this blessing is related to this energy that is coming through now. This energy that is coming through to your planet is a very, very, very powerful energy. A transformational energy, and you are ready for it. You are ready, you are ready, you are ready. And although sometimes, even for this being, it sometimes feels like a lot of energy, you are more than ready for it, and it is time for it to come, for all of you to experience it. And so this energy that is picking up, yes, this is the energy of the world, of your energy, and of the energy of the earth rising. The frequency is rising. Slowly, just enough for you to all handle. It is a gradual process, and you feel this energy, this increase in energy, because it is a difference from the lower energy that we were at before. And so we're just increasing it slowly and slowly and slowly and slowly until you are at the point where you can handle it, and then we keep increasing it, and that is what is happening. And we would like to give you a sound meditation that you can use if this energy becomes a little bit too much for you. And this energy, this sound meditation will allow you to relax into this energy and to ride it. Ride it like it is a wave, because it is a wave of light. It is a wave of light that is allowing you to grow as a human being, and to grow into this ascension, this gradual ascension that we are in. So this meditation that we will give you now here. So thank you very much, everyone.